All right, Mahesh, well, let's talk a little bit about light-based connectivity. There's a lot of talk here at MWC about 6G AI infrastructure, of course, as you'd expect. But how does that play a role as we think about next-generation networks?
Yeah, it's a wonderful topic here, especially in MWC Barcelona. What we are talking about is the future of connectivity. The existing infrastructure is either radio frequency or it's fiber-based networks. And radio has its own set of challenges with capacity as well as interference. And fiber has its challenges where it's difficult to dig and trench and lay it. So the next generation of communications needs to be not only fast, but also flexible.
Mm-hmm.
So what Tara is working on is a technology that enables the best of both worlds, where we can provide the speeds of fiber, but with all the flexibility of wireless. And it's not just for today's generation, but it's for 6G and even beyond.
Mm-hmm. So I guess to that point, I mean, to be blunt, wireless optical communications, we've been hearing about that for a while, right? As an industry, we've been talking about it. Why is now the time? What's different?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of things that have changed. You're right that wireless optical communications or free space optical communications has been around for a while, but sometimes it was a little bit ahead of its ways. But what has happened over the last several decades, well, especially over the last decade, is advancements in electronics, in photonics, as well as the next generation of silicon photonics has enabled us to take another closer look at it. So now, not only has software and algorithms and hardware matured, but we now have the ability to actually see this in full action. And it's coming right at the time when the demand for data is exploding.
Mm-hmm.
And light-based connectivity can provide literally infinite amount of bandwidth without having to worry about any of those challenges.
Got it. So Mahesh, let me pick up on a point you made there around next-gen technology for your silicon photonics. So tell me about that a little bit more. What's it all about?
Yeah, we've been working over the last few years on a really cutting-edge breakthrough technology where conventional ways of communication using wireless optics was based on mechanical moving mirrors. We are now in the process of converting all of that into a solid state mechanism. So what that means is that you can now control, steer, point, and track everything with no moving parts. And that is the next generation. Not only does it allow you to do all of those things, but it also reduces the size, the power. In fact, I have one in my pocket here. This is the next generation silicon photonics module. This little chip will be able to transmit, receive, and steer data at tens of gigabits per second. And that is what the future holds. And we are going to be putting this into the very first product called Taara Beam. And then from there on, we'll be building the next generation of products.
Amazing. Well, congratulations, Mahesh. And thank you so much for dropping by.
Thank you.